I became involved with York Central Hospital following a little accident my son had. He was probably 13 or so at the time, broke his arm. Brought him here to emergency and had a horrible experience. And at the end of it, I decided, you know, either I can complain about it or see if I can do something to try and help make it a bit better hospital. The biggest noticeable change that's happened in the time that I've been involved is the emergency room upgrades. Very modern and very efficient.
Before the retired life, I was a project manager with an engineering consulting company and decided to retire at the age of 64. Well, it was just a normal day. I had a golf game booked. I went to the golf club and it was a very sunny day. I was putting suntan lotion on to get ready. Felt suddenly weak down my right side and collapsed. At the moment, I didn't realize how scary it would be. It just registered something serious has happened. And I was kind of numb, to be quite honest.
And I went into shock. It was very upsetting.
I was aware of everything, but you know, I was pretty helpless. I was paralyzed on my right side and my speech was seriously bad. I couldn't speak. I was making attempts to speak, but couldn't. It was a stroke. When I went to emergency and they treated me very quickly and gave me this drug, TPA, you know, I was able to walk into ICU, essentially get off the stretcher and walk into my bed. When I was met in ICU by the head nurse, his first comment was that we're going to get you out of here in good shape. I was here 6 days total. Came up here to ICU, then to CCU, and then to stroke rehab. So it's really back to normal exactly as before. You know, I found that the care was concentrated. You got the feeling that the staff cared. And I believe it contributed, you know, considerably to my recovery.
Another piece of the hospital that I have a particular affinity for is also a maternity area. You know, you go up through there and you see very modern birthing suites and much better technology, just a much better environment for people to have their babies.
Well, the first time I went through it, my son, that was scary. He was born 2 months early, so we were worried. My family was worried, my husband was worried. And he lived here at York Central for about 6 weeks. He lived in one of the isolates. I was here every day with him and I got to look at him, and the times that I could hold him, I remember savoring them. And the staff were really sympathetic to that. I think they really understood what I needed. They could feel it. I decided to deliver at York Central because it was close to home. It's the hospital in our community, and I live literally 10 minutes away. Compared to when I had my first baby, my son Jayan, 4 years ago, the new NICU was much brighter. It had all this updated new technology which actually made me feel more comfortable. I even felt like the nurses had updated skills, which made me feel a lot more comfortable as well compared to the old NICU. It's scary because you don't expect that to happen to your children. I think the first time was hard. Just how scary I felt when they were here in the NICU. When Neha was born, she had different complications. She ended up having a few blood transfusions, and in the back of your mind, you're always thinking, is she in the right place? Is she getting the right care? My children are healthy, they're vibrant, and they're beautiful. I feel safe knowing there's a place close to my own. Oh, I cannot thank the staff here enough for giving my journey a happy ending.
You know, at this point, coming out of the first capital project, we know that that was only the beginning and probably dealt with less than a third of what needed to be done at the hospital in terms of modernizing it. You know, I'm very proud of this hospital. I think it's come a long way. A lot of that is dependent on the care that the staff show in going about their jobs and you know, their commitment to trying to make it a good hospital for the community. They would normally know what it takes to make this a better place. If there was ever a time that this hospital could use the support of the community, it was probably when it was built, and it's probably when it's being revitalized. That's today. We're all just trying to make this a better place for this community and for the staff that work here. Be a part of your hospital community.
Your donation will help patients like me.
families like mine. Caring to make a difference.